Hey everyone. So in the previous video we have seen on how to install the Linux and all. So since we have done that successfully, now let's jump on to some small project, okay, using a Django. So what we are going to do is once we have done creating this Django folder, we'll try to automate it and make it as a DevOps lifecycle so that we can go through each and every tool that we use throughout it. So for that, we again gonna use that Linux environment for Dockerizing and all. We'll get that uh, slowly, but before that, let's jump into this. I have this VS Code set up in my Windows desktop, so I'm gonna create a Django project in this, and let's try to push it to the GitHub repository so that from there we can get pull that into our Linux machine. Okay, so let's get started. So okay, let me create a folder here. Let's name it as I have this requirement actually LMS project, which we will do in the upcoming videos if everything is perfect. So let me delete this. Okay, here we are. Let me give the trust access. Now I'm afraid I don't have Python in my machine. Great. I have the Python in my machine. Let me pause the video here and get it installed so that you guys don't have to wait it for all this setup to see. Okay, great. If you see, we have successfully installed the Python here. So, hmm, okay, let's try to create an environment before we are creating an app. Why environment is instead of installing the dependencies globally, we can create an environment and install the dependencies there so that it won't affect our it won't disturb our entire system completely. Okay, so let's create an environment mv. Let me name it as Django toolkit. Okay, if you see here, yeah, it is installed. It created a virtually environment. Let's wait for it. Yeah, okay, it is done. Now let's cd Django. Let me activate this. Activate. Okay, this is a known issue. I mean, for every time VS Code will ask you uh, whether we have the execution policies or not. So let's get through this issue as well. This will be mainly because of the PowerShell issue that is binded with the user. So for now, let me bypass it. Okay, to bypass it, we can use this. We can set the execute policy to bypass. Okay, now let's try to activate it again. It is activated. Now our since it is activated, now we have to do is we need to install Django here. Okay, so to install Django, all you have to do is pip install Django. Let it run, let it download all the dependencies that is required to run this project. Okay, After that, we have to create an admin user uh, for this project. Okay, so let's go one by one. Okay, looks like it is done. So let's try to create Django dash admin. I'll give this project name as LMS project. Okay, start project LMS project. Let's give it as maybe just LMS. Okay, so that oh, did I make a typo? Ah, yeah. Okay, if you see here, this LMS project has been created here. Now let's create. Now just let's try to run this. Okay, so let me get into LMS. Yeah, Python manage.py run server. Okay, so it is showing here. The server is running, and when I try to open this in a new tab, yeah, that is working perfectly. Let me show you guys as well. Where it is. Hmm. Okay, hope this is visible. Let me try to run here as well. Great. We have successfully installed this project in our Windows PC. Now it's time to push this to GitHub, and from there we'll pull it to our local environment in the Linux. So why we are trying to do this? Because let's say in the real world, development team and a DevOps team and stakeholders, analysts, everyone might work in the same place or they will work remotely. So at their convenience, if they want to, if the developer job is to create only app, okay, he doesn't really have to care about the deployments and all. So his primary focus should be to develop the app. So it doesn't matter where he works, where which OS he is using. Okay, so ultimately the single source of truth should be GitHub. Okay, from there only we try to pull the project to our local environment, test it. Once testing is done, we can move it to different stages, stage and production level, and after that we'll see about the scaling. So each and every process is completely related, and let's say in the future this developer is not working on this project or he left the company, another developer should be hired, and he supposed to be start this project and continue this from where the previous developer left. So in order to make those resources available to him, the new developer, uh, there should be a certain repository from where he can pick up and continue working on this. So for this, documentations are important, and as well as the access. So for this, GitHub is the best method, and you guys already know it is widely used everywhere. So that version controlling is will be the single source of truth, so that people don't have to worry about this is working in my system and this is completely installed in some other guy's system, and I don't have the files. So That's how it works. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, so here let's try to do one thing before. Yeah, before pushing this to GitHub, first freeze the. Okay, freeze the dependencies that we have installed so far. This may keep on increasing whatever the dependencies, because we only created a project. The app that we are trying to build may require different dependencies according to the requirements. So we'll see that in the future. For now, let's create this so that it will be available to the next. It will be available readily in the GitHub repo, so that whatever the pip dependencies, let's see. For now, these are the dependencies we are seeing so far: Django, SQL pass, tz data. Okay, in future, if we are looking into the analytics side or some any improvement side, there will be a lot of dependencies we need to install. So all these dependencies will be at one place, and we can, with a single command, we can pull every files in this folder to our Linux environment. Okay, so let's get into that. I mean the GitHub part in a bit. For now, this is it. Thank you guys.